السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I am Assistant Prof. Dr. Farah Abduljabbar al. Our lecture for today is in academic writing. It's about brainstorming. What is brainstorming? Brainstorming is a way of gathering ideas about a topic. Think of a storm, thousands of drops of rain, all coming down together. Now imagine thousands of ideas raining down onto your paper. When you brainstorm, write down every idea that comes to you. Don't worry now about whether the ideas are good or silly, useful or not. You can decide that later. Right now, you are gathering as many ideas as you can. You will learn 3 types of brainstorming in this unit: making a list, free writing, and mapping. This is the introduction to the topic. Now let's get to know what do you mean by brainstorming. Before start writing, you need to do this brainstorming, which means gathering ideas as much as possible about your topic. When you first choose a topic, second, narrow it. The third step is that you have to do the brainstorming. This step is very important for any writer, even the professional ones, because when you gather ideas, writing a step will be easier for you. So it's very important that you do the brainstorming step before start writing your paragraph or your essay. So there are 3 types of brainstorming: making a list, free writing, and mapping. Let's start with the first one, making a list. Write single words, phrases, or sentences that are connected to your topic. First, making a list, which means you have to make a list of the ideas that comes to your mind, comes to your brain. So when you think of your topic, of course you will get many ideas. So these ideas can be arranged through making a list. What do we mean by a list? If we see the list here, for example, you want to write about what could I study at university. This is the topic. What should I study at university? If you want to write about this topic, you should bring down on paper all the ideas that come to your mind at the moment. For example, you will think, what should I study at university? History, which means learning about the past. Math, too difficult or interesting. What job do I want to be one day, to be later, so that I can decide on my career right from the beginning? English for work, travel, writing, science, physics. I don't like physics. Journalism, I like reading. So you can list any idea comes to you. So don't think never ever of writing, for example, these ideas in forms of sentences. It's enough to put words, phrases, clauses that help you to write these ideas in 5 minutes, no more. Brainstorming takes place only in 5 minutes. If you want to start writing, you should divide your timing. First, You choose the topic, you narrow it, and then in 5 minutes you do the brainstorming. We have work exercise. Work with a partner or small group. We always advise our students to work with partners or work in small groups. Team learning is very important. So when you write about a topic, you should work with a partner or a small group. So one of the instructions given here in the book, work with a partner or a small group. Choose one of these topics. 3 topics are given. Each student should choose one. List as many ideas as you can in 5 minutes. See? The point is that you can gather as many ideas as possible, but only in 5 minutes. What are these topics? Teenage fashions. Now, we should think of what do we mean by teenage fashions. Wearing jeans, for example, informal. For example, you can think of shirts, trainers, whatever comes to your mind about fashions, and especially teenage fashions, you can put it in a form of a list. Topic 2, things to do at the beach. Things to do at the beach. When you go a trip at the beach, to the beach, you have things to do at the beach. For example, swimming, lying on the sand, making castles, having tan, reading a book, whatever comes to your mind, you can put it in a form of a list. Driving a motorbike, the 3rd topic. Driving a motorbike. Dangerous, interesting, helpful, useful, whatever comes to your mind of this topic, you can put it again in the list. So in this exercise, the student should choose one topic, either teenage fashions, things to do at the beach, driving a motorbike. And then in 5 minutes, you can write as many ideas about each topic in 5 minutes. I gave examples for each topic, but not in 5 minutes, in 1 minute. I need 5 minutes per each so that I can give as many ideas as possible. But I just here gave you some examples for each topic. Please work with a partner or a small group. In the other exercise, work alone. So first, you can work with a partner. Second, you can work alone. Choose a topic from exercise 1 on page 5. If we go back, we have exercise 1, page 5. We have 3 topics: festivals, friends, my country, dancing, and cars. These are topics: festivals, friends, my country, dancing, and cars. The exercise here, choose a topic from those suggested topics and list as many ideas as you can in 5 minutes. So in this exercise, you got 3 topics. In the previous one, you got 5 topics. You can choose any topic and practice brainstorming. You can gather ideas as much as possible about different topics. Of course, practicing is the key. As much as you practice the brainstorming, later it will be easier for you to do the brainstorming before writing. This is why I gave you many exercises here. Exercise 1, 3 topics, and in the other exercise gave you 5 topics to choose also one. You can not necessarily choose one topic, but maybe you can try making teenage fashions, things to do at the beach, driving a motorbike, or the other previous topics, such as, for example, festivals. You can write about your friends, about your country, about dancing, or even cars. As much as you practice different topics, this will help you to be fully acquainted with the brainstorming step. So making a list was the first way, or the first type of brainstorming. The other one is free writing. When you free write, you write whatever comes into your head about your topic without stopping. Most free writing exercises are short, just in 5 or 10 minutes. See, no more. 5 to 10 minutes if you use the free writing. 5 minutes for the rest for making a list, and free writing you can write from 5 to 10 minutes. Free writing helps you practice fluency, writing quickly and easily. When you free write, you do not need to worry about accuracy, having correct grammar and spelling. Don't check your dictionary when you free write. Don't stop if you make a mistake. Just keep writing. So, through the instructions given about free writing, you should write ideas in forms of sentences, but regardless of spelling, regardless of grammatical mistakes, regardless of checking any sentence structure, you just come the sentences directly on your paper. Later, you can edit the ideas and rearrange them. So the second type is free writing. We have exercise here. Choose one of the narrow topics you thought for exercise 1, like festivals, friends, cars, and then practice free writing for 5 minutes. Again, 5 minutes. Remember, do not stop, do not erase, do not go back. So don't stop, erase, or go back. Just write the ideas. Just write as much as you can. It's very important that you write your ideas without stopping, erasing, or going back. Just write whatever comes to your head. The third type is mapping. To make a map, use a whole mapping from map. To make a map, use a whole sheet of paper. Here you need a whole sheet of paper. And write your topic in the middle with a circle around it. Then put the next idea in a circle. See, this is the topic in the middle. And then the next idea in a circle above. This is for example, what should I study in the middle? This is the topic. A second idea is that favorite subjects. Okay, these are, and least favorite subjects, good subjects for job. These are the other next ideas. And then connect the circles with lines. See? And in this case, you will get a map. The lines show that the two ideas are related. The example below shows a map of what should I study at university. The topic given at the beginning of the subject. What should I study? What should I study here in the middle? And then you can see that we have other subjects, next subjects, favorite subjects, least favorite subjects, good subjects for a job. From each one, for each one, you get many ideas. Favorite subject, for example, history, English, past, become a teacher, photography, too much reading, arts, English, travel, painting. Good subjects for job, journalism, business, good money, boring. Least favorite, for example, biology, science, physics, math, experiments. So this is the third type, mapping. We have now making a list, free writing, mapping. Making a list, free writing, mapping. The student should choose one of those types to make his or her own brainstorming. Exercises also given to practice brainstorming through mapping. Choose another narrowed down topic you thought for exercise 1. Again, the topics about friends, cars, festivals. Make a map in 5 minutes. See, the focus is on the on timing, which is 5 minutes. Share your map with a partner. Explain how the circles are related to each other. So now let's get to know what's the best way to brainstorm. We talked about 3 types. What is the best way to brainstorm? There is no best method of brainstorming. Some writers prefer the list, others prefer the free writing or the mapping. So some writers prefer the list. They don't have to write complete sentences. Others prefer free writing because they can write quickly ideas and easily. In mapping also can help the writer to write easily and see the relationship between the ideas. As much as you practice the 3 types, you will figure out which one you feel it's easier for you. Experiments with all 3 methods and then choose the one that works best for you. After making the brainstorming, you go for the step which is editing the brainstorming ideas. After you have gathered plenty of ideas, you will need to go back and edit them. This is the time to choose which ideas are most interesting and which are the most relevant to your topic. Of course, you can still add new ideas through the writing process. When you reread your list, you can add other ideas. If you see here, if we make a list, for example, what should I study in college? We have this idea: history, math, too difficult. This is, I don't want to write about it. What job do I want? Science, biology, chemistry, I don't want to write about this idea. I don't like physics, I don't want to write this idea. Friends, social, I don't want to write about this idea. If you go to edit frame, cross, just cross the sentences or parts of the sentences that are not related. In mapping, you see, put a cross over the circles that you don't want them to be included. Now look at the list made in exercise 3 on page 6. The free writing you did in exercise on page 7. or the map you made in exercise 5. Edit your brainstorming. Show your work to a partner. So the examples given, and we've just explained. You can go back, read them again, and edit them. Explain how you edited your brainstorming. For each method, you can explain how you did the brainstorming. Again, we should put in our consideration that brainstorming is very important step before writing anything. So you have to practice your self to use this step before writing your paragraph. Thank you very much in joining me in this lecture.